Have you seen this, Nora?
No, not yet.
They can't possibly send Red back to Ingleside now. There'd be a huge outcry.
Yeah, well, she's not doing too well in here, is she?
Well, being locked away with all those others, how could anyone possibly recover?
You don't think they should really send her back there, do you, Nor?
No, but it won't be easy keeping her out. Not if the department's set on it.
There must be something we can do to help.
Over here.
Thanks, whoever you are.
I know you. You're that policeman. What are you doing dressed like that?
I think it's about time you told us which side you're really on. You're showing your true colours. You're off the council as from now. You can't chuck me off the council. I was elected fair and square. I'm still the top dog. I say you're off the council, you're off.
Look, why couldn't Inspector Gordon cover us himself?
Because his face is too well known. Anyway, it's not up to me to ask questions. I just do what I'm told.
Meaning we should do the same, right?
Except you've got the whole force saving your bacon and we've got you.
You didn't have to take the deal, sister.
But we did, and we're in it up to our necks. Now, a word of warning, Sonny. We may have been out of touch for a while, but we're not fools. We know how to play the game.
So don't you try teaching us how to suck eggs.
Okay. Take it easy, will you? Look, if I got up your nose...
You did.
I'm sorry.
Accept it.
Look, this ain't gonna be a picnic for any of us, but at least you're out.
And living in the lap of luxury. God, your boss is generous.
I got bread, plenty of it.
Oh, for us?
300, who gets it?
She does.
Q. Now, how do we contact the Yank?
You don't.
Now, look
You
here.
keep a low profile, understand? You must know you're out by now, and half the underworld knows you're holed up here, so we'll let him come to you.
Makes sense. Okay, Harley. We do it your way.
Good. That way we minimize the chances of you being caught. Oh, by the way, my friends call me Tom.
We'll remember that. Harley.
I don't like him. He's a creepy little beast.
And so is the Yank. We're going to need all the help we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, got it. No, I've already contacted him. Yeah, thanks anyway.
No luck?
Freddie Clark's in Woodridge doing 5 to 8. Jonah and Philby got picked up in a police blitz last week. That leaves us with Jerry.
And he knows his stuff?
Sure, the alarm system hasn't been built that he can't disarm. But that only gets us in, it doesn't get the job done.
You're a good boy, Danny, but you worry too much.
You pay me well, Mr. Cooper. I just want to get the best for you.
Sure, I know that. So you don't think this kid Wayne can handle it, huh?
Well, put it this way. I'd feel happy if he had more experience and less mouth.
Right on, kid. You learn fast. So, that leaves us with the Dolly sisters here.
Who?
Collins and Beecham. Lovely ladies, I'm sure.
I thought you weren't interested.
Circumstances change, Daniel. We cut our cloth accordingly. At least they're professionals.
They've done a lot of jobs, that's for sure. I bet they've still got contacts, too. Yeah, they're really big in their time.
So are dinosaurs, my friend. The question is, do they still have what it takes, or are they like the dinosaur, extinct?
I just couldn't stay there. I wanted to, but there were too many memories.
I thought of taking her around to my place, but it's hardly the spot for a lady.
No, of course not. Jen, you are staying here and I don't want you giving me an argument. Oh, I wasn't going to, thanks, Pip. Oh, it all settled then. Now, Mr. Simmons, you'll stay for dinner?
No, you're very kind, but I just wanted to make sure young Jennifer was all right.
Sure. Pip. Yeah, right. Nice to meet you, Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
I don't know how to thank you.
You don't have to. There haven't been too many good things in my life, and you were one of them.
But you risked your whole career for me.
Ah, it wasn't much of a career. Anyway, the contempt charge is not the end of the world. I got plenty of work to do.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It was worth it. Hey, you enjoy life now. Try and put all this behind you. Hey, one of these days you might need a solicitor, and I'll be there like a bad penny. Right, see you.
Thanks for everything. He's quite a character, isn't he? Very smitten with you.
Pip, you're eavesdropping.
How else would I hear, Jenny? You were very naive sometimes. Now, what's your poison?
I don't know. Last time I was here, you plied me with wine, remember?
Yeah, but a lifetime has passed since then. Now, for a further step in your education, let me see. Yeah, vodka martini, very chic.
Doesn't sound very me, then.
Hello, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Is that Howard Simmons I saw leaving? Jenny, is this a surprise?
Jen's staying with us, Mum. She couldn't possibly go back to that house. You don't mind, do you?
Mrs. Reynolds, what I said today, I haven't changed my mind. It was difficult for me to come here. If you'd rather I leave.
Jenny, it isn't easy for me. Sometimes I have to wear two hats. The governor's hat's at Wentworth. Here I'm just plain Mrs. Reynolds and Pippa's mother, and of course you can stay.
Thanks. See, I said there'd be no problem. Now, who's for a martini?
The stolen car was later found abandoned. However, police have not discounted the idea that the two escapees stole another vehicle.
Bloody hell! We've got Willie stealing two cars.
Police also question.
I would have thought they'd have the guts.
Honey May's not frightened of anything.
Some 40 kilometres from Seaton.
Oh, what's the matter, Flynn? Somebody's stealing your limelight. I thought you'd be glad your crummy mates are still on the run.
I am glad, Kelly. But I also know that May and Willie couldn't have done those things. Not unless they got twins.
Well, I want to watch the TV.
Not now, Lurch. You got a job to do, remember?
What job?
Reb Keane.
That was before, when I was on the council. Anyhow, you agreed, not me.
We all agreed. Now, you and Kelly are going to help Reb just like we said.
Now, you just think about this, Cynthia. You bring me down, and what have you got? Nothing.
And what have I got if Keane spills her guts?
You've got a witness. An officer from another prison who will swear that Keane unsuccessfully made the same kind of accusations against her. Now, if you discredit me, I won't be a lot of use as a witness, will I?
No, maybe not. But I still don't like it. I have to look out for myself.
Yes, and so do I, Cynthia. There is a limit to friendship, you know that. Look, I won't let you down, but I won't cop a murder charge. Not for you or anyone else.
I'm telling you, it was 7. 8. 7. With 5 years non-parole. By the time she copped extra charges, she had about 10 years left to serve.
All right, keep your shirt on.
Well, what am I supposed to put, 7 or 8?
7.
Put down 7. OK, now the guy who got her out.
Terry Wilder. He was in Nam.
Hang on, wasn't it Gary?
What?
This isn't going to work. It's hopeless.
Look, I'm helping you, aren't I? Don't push me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything, but I can't put down two different things.
Well, then just put down what I'm telling you and forget about Lurch.
Oh, thanks a lot. Well, you can do it on your own if you don't need my help.
Oh, come on, sit down. We haven't finished yet. Julie's right. We've got to have the facts.
If we don't, they'll catch her about and put her away.
Then why doesn't she save him the trouble? Just tell him she's Napoleon.
Is that your idea of help?
Geez, Nor. We can only tell you what we remember. It's not our fault if we foul up. Well, the bloody screws have all got it in the files.
Then maybe that's where we should get it from. At least then we know it'll be right.
Oh, yeah? Then how are you going to go about that? Just front up and ask Reno, eh?
Ask the governor what?
Nothing.
Oh, now she's Miss Wentworth, she reckons the governor will let her out to the end of the Miss Australia quest.
Oh, dear, no. Couldn't have a criminal representing our country, could we? Get back to your cells. You two, Egbert, 5 minutes to lock up.
Hey, Nora, about those files.
It'll come down on you real hard if you're caught.
Yeah, but it'll help Reb, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just have to make sure I'm not caught. Who'd have thought 2 days ago I'd even make it to your wedding?
Jenny, it doesn't matter what we thought 2 days ago. The point is you're free. It's over.
Is it? Will it ever really be over? Look at me, I don't even know who I am or where I belong. I don't want to go back to being that downtrodden little mouse I was before Wentworth.
Then don't be. Get a job, a place to live, some new clothes. Do something.
Yeah, you're right. Have to start somewhere. Okay, tomorrow, shopping.
Good.
And I had decided to sell the house.
Great, it was a bloody mausoleum anyway.
True. The Trust's been after it for years. They can have it.
And keep it safely wrapped in mothballs for posterity. Jenny, it was all wrong for you anyway. Now, we've got to get you a job. I know, come to London with me.
On your honeymoon? You're crazy.
Yeah, it would be hysterical.
It'd be dreadful. Oh, I can't keep leaning on you, Pip. I have to stand on my own 2 feet, make a life for myself.
Jenny, you're terrific. Do you know that?
Rubbish. I'm just trying to get myself together.
You know, I know who can help you. Did you ever meet Sally Kenway's brother? He's such a
Oh, please,
dish.
no matchmaking.
But he's perfect for you. And
no matchmaking. Let's just see what happens.
Jenny, sometimes it's no good waiting to see what happens. Sometimes you've got to make it happen.
No, she doesn't usually come in till about 9. Well, I'm the Deputy Governor. Can I help you? No, I'm sorry. I can't comment on that. No, I'm sorry. I can't say any more. Oh, so much for the power of the press.
You can sit down for a moment, Keane.
Well, are you all right?
Been better, hey? Do you believe in fate, Mrs. Morris?
Why do you ask?
I botched it. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to do it again. Guess it's not my turn yet, eh?
All right, come on, Keane.
Well, at least it's not so strange this time. Almost like coming home.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I've been awake all night. Then I fell asleep just on daybreak.
Hey, you look like death warmed up, pal.
Not a pretty sight, eh?
Oh. Hey, listen, mate, I know what you're going through, but if you're on something, you would tell me.
Oh, don't worry, Ben. I'm not chasing the bottle or anything. It's just I'm not sleeping very well, that's all. Oh, God, I'd better get ready if you've got time to wait, that is.
Yeah, sure. Now, move your butt. You got Justice Glenn. You know what a bastard he can be if you're late.
Yeah, well, I'll only be a couple of minutes.
Well, well, well.
Yeah, put it down, Ben, please.
Eve Wilder.
Yeah, well, she gave it to me. It's no big deal.
Have a look at yourself, mate.
Look, just stay out of it, Ben, all right? I'll get ready.
It's wonderful. So clean.
Oh, I'm so clumsy. Oh, I do hope this doesn't make you late for muster.
You bitch, Wilder.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, Lou. I wouldn't like it, nor would the council.
Stuff the council. I don't even have to be here doing this. The council's finished.
Ah, yes, but maybe I don't need the council, Lou. You see, the officers like me too. They wouldn't like it if they saw this.
You know bloody well I didn't do that.
Oh, but you did. All the women think you did. And if the officers knew about it, you'd be right off to solitary. Especially if I cried. I really do cry so well.
I'm gonna get you, you bitch.
It's lovely. I never could do menial work.
That's the last letter, Miss Ferguson.
All right, you can type up the orders now.
I can put those away for you if you like.
No, well, don't take all day. Oh, John. Yeah, John Ferguson. Listen, the delivery man from Acme Laundry has lost his pass. Yeah. No, just so long as he's got plenty of ID on him. The governor will issue another one today, all right? Yeah, ta. What the hell are you doing, Egbert? C and D do not come near K and L. Don't you know your alphabet?
Yes, I do.
Well, what are you doing in that drawer? Come on, answer me.
Well, it's just, I noticed a lot of these files are in the wrong place. I was just straightening them up, make it easier for you.
Get on with what you're supposed to do. Back to your typing.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
But what's this bit about the women bashing me?
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Oh, look, I think I should have stayed in my cell, really.
You got to pull yourself together, Reb. We can't help you if you give up on us.
Help me?
Kelly was right about Wiseman. He is trying to have you committed.
Oh, I won't go back there, nor I
Well,
won't.
maybe you don't have to.
What?
All you have to do is convince Wiseman that you're fine, that you remember everything that's happened to you.
But I don't.
Now, look, all the women are prepared to help you. Aren't we?
You? You'd help me?
Sure. Who knows more about you than us?
I still don't get it. What is it I'm supposed to do?
You're supposed to know all about yourself from these two. And what they can't tell you, Julie's getting out of the fire.
Oh, I can't. It'll never work. You can bloody well try. Look, I know you're trying to help, okay? It's just, I can't front up to Wiseman and talk about things in my past as if I know they've happened.
Well, you better we're putting ourselves on the line for you, Keen.
Back off, Kelly. If anyone's putting themselves on the line, it's Julie. Now, you'll do it. Because you have to. Because if you don't, you'll go back to hospital.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Feeling better?
I must have slept for 10 hours.
11, but who's counting?
Oh, that wonderful bath. I'd forgotten how good a hot bath feels.
How about some coffee and croissants?
Civilised, thanks, Pip. Is it okay if I use the phone?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you calling Lexi's mother?
Yeah, I hope it's the right number.
There couldn't possibly be two Brooke Giddings. Now, remember what I said. No questions, just give her the message.
I know. It's ringing. Oh, hello. Could I speak to Lady Brooke Giddings, please? Oh, my name's Hartley. It's a maid. She asked who was calling. Oh, hello, Lady Brooke Giddings.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, I don't seem to be able to place you, Miss Hartley.
Do you have a daughter? Lexi? I mean, Alexis?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm a friend of your daughter's. We met up in Europe last summer. Well, I was studying music and she was on an art tour.
Really? How exciting. And Alexis came back with you?
Oh, no, she's still there. She wanted me to tell you that she's fine and she'll write eventually.
She indeed. And she gave you my name and that's how you found me?
Well, actually...
Tell her the truth. Tell her she saw the photo in the social pages months ago.
Lexi said she'd lost touch with you, and then she saw a photo of you in a magazine, some social event.
I see. Well, obviously, Miss Hartley, we have a lot to discuss. Can you come to tea, shall we say this afternoon, about 4:30?
Yes. I'm not sure.
I'm certain you can. Or shall I send a car for you?
No, I've got the address.
Good. In that case, I shall expect you. 4:30. Goodbye.
She just tricked me into it. I couldn't say no. What am I going to do?
You are going to tea, of course.
But she's bound to ask all sorts of questions about Lexi. What'll I tell her?
Tell her anything. Just don't tell her her daughter's in prison.
You're doing.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. I know I should...
How dare you read private papers in my office?
It wasn't for me. It was for Daffy. She's real tense about her appeal, and I thought I might find a progress report or something that'd make her feel better.
You know very well if there were any news for Graham, I'd give it to her. What you did was inexcusable.
Oh, no, I'll never do it again.
Let me make one thing clear. You got this job because I thought I could trust you.
You can.
All right. I'll accept your explanation because I know Graham's your friend. But if I ever catch you reading papers on my desk again, you will not only lose this job, you'll go straight to solitary. Do you understand?
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
What's the matter, mate? Oh, sorry. Come on, talk to me. Tell me.
She did it. She's guilty.
Eve. I thought you were convinced of her innocence.
Yeah, it was something she let slip.
I'm sorry. Here. I knew it could happen. Sometimes does. Just have to change your tack in court, I guess.
I don't understand, Ben. I'm in love with her. I mean, really in love.
Yes, I can see that.
How do I defend her knowing that she's a cold-blooded killer? Robin Sanderson, he must have been as besotted as I am. How do I stand there in court knowing everything I say is a pack of lies?
Look, mate, nobody knows any better than I how you feel about the law. But you've got to get things into perspective.
I've got the evidence that could convict her. What do I do? You know me. Justice has always been everything to me. Do I spit on that because I'm in love with her? Do I turn my back on her because of the law? I can't, man. I can't do either.
Police know anything about this?
No.
Well, you tell them nothing, that's for sure.
Evidence, man.
It's prosecution evidence, mate. You're the defence, remember?
Yeah. I can lie to them. How do I lie to myself? How do I live with what I know?
Making out we're a couple of petty criminals robbing shops and houses. It's shameful.
Now, look here.
No, you look here. We're not thugs and terrorists. You told that to your boss. May and I know our business, don't we, dear?
Well, I do anyway.
What'll our friends think?
It's more important what the Yank thinks. For crying out loud, you're supposed to be tough and dangerous. That's what Gordon's trying to do. He's trying to build up an image for you. Personally, I think he's wasting his time here.
What's that?
Customs info, flight schedules, foreign exchange rates, the sort of stuff a good fence would have to know. Learn it and destroy it.
Oh, May, it's been so long.
Hey, Harley, don't I get anything?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you do.
You're kidding.
Hang on till I get the weights.
Well, what are they for?
Well, don't look at me, dear. I don't need them.
There you go. All yours. Do the words overweight and out of condition mean anything to you?
I told her she'd let herself go, but of course she wouldn't listen to me.
You're a nasty little bastard, aren't you? Well, what good is that lot going to do? It'll take her weeks
Just
before...
get yourself fit, lady. Them's Gordon's orders.
He's right, May. Oh, good heavens, you have enough trouble climbing stairs.
Listen, madam, I could give you 10 seconds and still beat you.
Oh, rubbish. You're just jealous because I've kept my girlish figure.
Girlish? Any time you think you can
Oh, there
beat
you
me.
go again. You just can't face the
Well, you're
truth,
just
can
welcome
you?
to try. You just
will.
name
Will
what
you
you're
cut
going
it
to do,
out?
and I will...
Just shut up, the both of you. You two might have been top crims in your day, but all I can see is a couple of tired old tarts.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, but it's true. And if I can see it, so will the Yank. So you're going to learn every word that I've given you, and you're going to get fit enough to climb across the roof and shin down a drain pipe. Because if you blow this, you're dead. And there won't be a bloody thing I can do to stop it.
Found them. The Pigeon says they're at Noddy McDougal's. It's a flea pit, but a great place to hole up.
Noddy McDougal's? Where are you at?
Straight up. He's strictly small time. They threw him a few crumbs in the old days.
Okay. At least we found him. Now, let's get down to some serious cherry picking.
Yeah.
Collins and Beecham. Bring them in.
And she was charged with helping you to escape, and she spent 6 weeks here. But then the charges against her were dropped because you cleared her.
Oh, well, thank God I did something right. Oh, you couldn't even stand her.
Oh, don't say that. Lurch is right. You hated her guts.
It's a disgusting thing to say.
She's my mother.
What's the matter? Can't you face the truth? You wanted her dead.
Look, I can't listen to you. Go away.
Rack off. We'll manage without you. We haven't talked about Phyllis yet.
Come on, get out.
You know she smashed her skull in.
Supposing they're right,
Supposing they are.
then what the hell are we helping her for?
I didn't know you were.
Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, Julie, do you know, I just hate Reb Keane.
No, you don't. You don't even know her.
Yeah, it's not your fault. We all really like you the way you are now.
Oh, look, you're all doing so much for me. I just don't deserve it.
Oh, no, she's real cut up. Do you think she's going to be okay?
I hope so.
Yeah. Suppose you feel pretty rotten I'm in hearing the truth about what a bitch you are.
Yeah, you should try it sometimes.
What's she and the poo about? I mean, what did I do this time? Sometimes you haven't got any bloody feelings.
Reb.
Oh, I'm all right, Nora. Look, I didn't mean to upset anyone.
You didn't. They just want to see you get a fair go.
Thanks. Oh, God, it's terrifying, Nora. Coming face to face with yourself. I feel all the time as if I'm screaming inside.
Believe me, I know that feeling.
Yeah. Well, did you ever think you were really going mad?
Of course I have. Sometimes I even wanted to die. Is that why you tried to kill yourself?
I just keep imagining things, crazy things that couldn't be real.
What sort of things?
Nora, what if I tell you that it wasn't the women at Blackmore who bashed me? It was an officer. What then? Am I still sane?
Maybe. Go on.
Well, I know I've got it all mixed up with Miss Ferguson hitting me, but it's not her I see. Oh, look, I'm imagining it. I must be.
What do you see?
Well, it's an officer, and it's not a Wentworth uniform. I think it's Blackmore. I just get these flashes hitting me and hitting. I can't see the face, but I reckon I know who it is.
Cynthia Leach. Yeah. Reb, have you told any of this to the freak?
Oh, well, I couldn't. She already thinks I'm going crazy. I thought everybody else thinks...
Okay. You're not mad, but I reckon the freak would like people to think you are. And that goes double for the Leach.
And it happened? You really believe it's happened?
Yeah. But you must never tell anyone.
Oh, come on, Nora. Everybody
you
thinks...
haven't got a hope in hell. Whatever happens, you've got to put it out of your mind. Because the very first minute that you holler that you were bashed by another screw, they're going to lock you in a padded cell and throw away the key.
Ludicrous, isn't it?
Sorry?
Ah, this article on Beecham and Collins. Public enemies, 1 and 2. According to this, they're responsible for just about every crime committed in the country in the last 48 hours.
Certainly doesn't sound like our man Willie, does it?
I wouldn't have given them odds on successfully breaking into a gumball machine.
Well, obviously, we both underestimated them.
The whole thing stinks to me like a barrel of rotten fish.
Meaning?
Well, just look at the article. It's almost as if they've got a manager handling their publicity.
Over-exaggerated, I grant you.
It's a miracle they even escaped. Mind you, if you put incompetence like Pat Slattery in charge of transfers, you've got to expect something.
Pat Slattery behaved in an exemplary fashion, Miss Ferguson. The same thing could have happened to any officer, including you.
If you say so. After all, you are the governor.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
You might have at least let her lunch go down.
We'll be lucky if it doesn't come up any minute.
Okay, take a break.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, to think when I was 10, all I wanted was a bike of my own.
May, sit down before you fall down.
Sit down, I can't. Oh, my bum's numb.
You must let her rest. This is inhuman.
She's no good to us unless she's fit.
Well, I'll be even less use if I'm dead.
Cops.
No way.
Who's there?
I'll cover this.
Noddy?
Just a friend. I need to talk to you.
Sounds like our fish has taken the whole good luck.
Who are you looking for?
Know who I'm looking for. Now, do we talk or not?
Oh, just a minute.
Miss Beecham? Collins? The name's Russell. I think we've found a job for you.
Ladies, hope the hell you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I get the chance to cross-examine again tomorrow. Bit like appealing to the three wise monkeys, though.
Do you think Daphne will make it?
Well, if she doesn't, we just go straight over their heads to the High Court.
And why are you looking so worried?
Am I? Oh, I don't know. Put it down to impending matrimony.
Oh, thank you. No, seriously, Ben, what's up? I'll keep on asking until you tell me.
Yes, you would too. You're like a buzzsaw when you get going, aren't you? Pip, what's Eve Idle really like?
Eve? Oh, she's gorgeous. Big blue eyes, great skin, fantastic figure. I could cheerfully claw her to pieces. You haven't fallen for her, have you?
That'd be silly. I'm just worried that the whole Eve Wilder thing's tearing David apart, that's all.
Darling, men do not have nervous breakdowns over gorgeous women, even though you came close over me. Now, what about a drink?
Bit early, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Cocktail hour in Bangkok, good enough excuse.
Yeah, these look good. What are they? Designs for Oriental wallpaper?
Don't be so facetious. They're for my wedding dress, and you shouldn't be looking at it.
You're not serious?
Of course I am.
Pippa, you can't get married dressed like a bloody geisha.
Ben, it is my wedding. I will get married in the nude if I choose.
Fine, fine, but a Japanese outfit.
Well, what else would you wear to a Shinto wedding?
I'm just afraid she may have spoiled her chances of an early release. God, if only we know what was happening to her.
Well, thank heavens you got to her in time. She's lost an awful lot of blood, you know.
It's not enough to want to help, is it? The wheels just grind too slowly.
That's something we both have trouble accepting. But unwanted publicity usually helps speed things up, though.
You think so? Oh, the minister's already said his piece several times. Point is, Keen's still making the papers. Story's relegated to the 4th page, but it's still there. Apparently there was a leak at the hospital. That's how they found out about the attempted suicide.
Yes, I read it. Well, let's hope it pushes the department into a quick decision. All I have to do now is get my report finished.
And you don't think her trying to kill herself will end all hope of release?
Oh, I shouldn't think so. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, imagine you were a perfectly normal, sane human being who found yourself locked up for crimes you couldn't remember, and then you were suddenly confronted with the details that disgusted and terrified you. I mean, how would you react?
I don't know. If I were as desperate as she is, I honestly can't answer that.
Well, hopefully I'll get through everything today and we'll have our answer soon.
Please don't rush it. I want you to be absolutely sure.
I know.
Ben, you're not listening. All you do is dictate to me, and I've had enough.
Pippa, it is my wedding too, and you expect me to front up in a full-length kimono with a fan? Oh, for God's sake, be reasonable. I look like a refugee from a drag show.
You fell in love with me because I'm an individual. Now you are trying to change me.
I am not trying to change you. I'm simply trying to get you to grow up. Since you don't want to sit down, I do. You're making me dizzy.
Oh, don't patronize me.
Oh, you've stopped. Well, while you're in park, do you think there's any chance that we could talk about this like two reasonable adults?
Maybe.
Oh, good. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, rationally and quietly, could you mind informing me of what I've said that is so wrong?
All right. You say you love me.
Yes, I do.
Then you tell me that you've invited a lot of important colleagues to the wedding. That's a chance to cement business relationships and form new contacts. Ben, you are marrying me, not the bloody entire legal profession.
You're shouting?
I am not shouting.
My turn now, right?
Right.
Good. Well, let's start with the premise that a man is innocent till proven guilty. Now, what's my crime?
Oh, for God's sake, Ben.
Pippa, I happen to love you very much and I respect your rights as an individual.
Oh, really?
Oh, really, yes. For God's sake, we're not playing the Taming of the Shrew.
Except that you want me to do everything you say.
That is not true. You wanted to go to London, we're going to London. I just want you to bend a little, that's all. I want my colleagues to meet my bride in a normal church, dressed in a normal or relatively normal wedding dress. Now, after that, we can bloody well go to Japan and get married in full-length kimonos with fans and white faces and chopsticks in our hair, if that's what you really want. Now, what is so bloody wrong with that?
Nothing except the principle of the thing. You are telling me what to wear.
No, I am telling you what not to wear.
Oh, don't be so pedantic.
Pippa, the church is booked and the invitations have been sent out. Now, if you insist on turning up like Madame Butterfly with a Shinto priest in tow, I will swear to you one thing. I will not be there.
I ask you, the place is in put his hand.
Must go and admit it, you loved it.
We're here to find out, Danny.
Here they come.
Ladies, won't you sit down?
On a man's bed?
Don't knock it till you've tried.
I like that. You got a sense of humor.
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
You got me there.
No, you've got us here. Look, you know who we are, but...
It's just plain bad manners not to introduce yourself.
Well, let's just dispense with the formalities until after we've finished our business, which is...
Which is that you're planning a heist and you need our help.
No, I didn't tell him a thing, honest.
He didn't have to. Look, word's out on the street that you're recruiting. You didn't bring us here to play bridge. You need us.
I'll decide that. Now sit down. Sit down, both of you.
Supposing we're not interested.
Well, that would be kind of sad, because I just couldn't afford two cons being picked up and maybe doing a little trading off with the cops.
All right, we're interested. If there's money in it.
Money? Ooh, you'd have enough to buy an island.
Okay, we're in. Now, what's the job?
Oh, no. Not yet. You see, I'm a very cautious man, and I just haven't made up my mind about you two.
Well, it was a terrible thing, I know, but Bobby lost her baby.
And then?
Cass, she, Oh, please, you must know all this.
Yes, we do. But I didn't think you did.
Well, I was confused. See, it wasn't easy for me to come back here.
I see. And your parole wasn't due until...
1990 with full remission. Well, you already asked me that, Doctor.
Did I?
Yeah, sure, I can remember.
And yet a few days ago, you couldn't remember anything, not even why you were in here.
Well, maybe I didn't want to remember. See, that's possible, isn't it? There's a word for that, repression.
Suppression. Or sublimation.
See, look, I've tried to forget the things I've done. I'm not proud of them. Sometimes it's hard to live with what you are. Makes life a lot more bearable if you can just forget them or pretend they never happened.
But you do remember.
Oh, yeah, sure. I can remember everything.
Just doesn't make sense. Surely a memory wouldn't have come back just like that so suddenly.
No, not a short-term memory. Not with ECT, it doesn't work that way. You see, once the brain cells are destroyed, they're lost permanently. As for a long-term memory, she claims she never lost it. She just sublimated it.
I suppose it's possible.
Oh, yes. Especially if she didn't want to face the truth about herself. Look, there's no doubt in my mind that she deeply regrets everything she did in the past. But whether that's enough to get her a release or not...
Excuse me, Dr. Weissman.
Yes.
I couldn't help but overhearing about Keane. If she is, to put it bluntly, mentally unstable, then I'm very concerned about the implication with the women.
Well, there's no need to worry, Miss Ferguson. The only thing I am sure of at the moment is Rebecca Keane is as sane as any one of us.
And he believed me. I almost believed myself. It hurt, but it worked.
Oh, nice one, Ruth.
About time somebody fooled the shrink.
Yeah, I'm real glad for you, Beth.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, Julie, and Lou and Alice. Thanks, all of you.
It's okay. Listen, I think you might still have a bit of a problem, though.
What?
Well, if he thinks you remember everything you did, then you won't get out.
Hey, that's right. I mean, you might keep out the funny farm, but you get us instead.
Yeah, well, I can live with that as long as I'm not mad. And he doesn't think I am.
Personally, I think you're as nutty as a fruitcake.
Oh, Lou, don't be so mean. Reb's not cracked. They're any more than I am.
Left yourself wide open for that one, eh?
Hey, Daffy, the judges made a decision about your appeal.
What did they decide?
They decided you haven't got any.
Come on, let's get this finished. The bill hasn't gone yet.
Oh, Nora, I haven't thanked you yet.
That's no need.
There is.
Don't worry about it. Maybe one day I'll need a favour.
You don't sound so good. Are you all right?
Yeah. It's just that I'm missing May and Willie, that's all. Seems weird without them. I thought she'd bawl us out or something.
Not without Collins to back her up. I reckon we got to run unscared.
Yeah? How far do you think we could go?
As far as we like. Who's going to stop us?
Well, Harley's been with them every step of the way. He called in the moment they made contact. So far, so good.
And you followed them to this Cooper's place?
No, you see, Mrs. Reynolds, this has all got to appear on the level if this is going to work. We couldn't afford to have our tail spotted.
You mean you haven't got the faintest idea where they are?
Oh, we've had men out reconnoitring. We don't know exactly where.
And if something goes wrong?
Well, there's no reason why it should. Of course, I would have expected Tom would have heard from them by this.
How long is it since you lost touch with them?
Well, several hours.
Several hours?
Well, believe me, that's nothing unusual. This Cooper's a very cool professional. He'll want to check their stories. Well, of course he'd want to hold them until he does.
And if he gets suspicious, if he somehow stumbles on the truth?
Well, there's no way that he could.
If he does, what happens to Beecham and Collins then?
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone's got to do it. She's not going to post it in.
I could do it.
Hey, what about Reb?
Oh, no, please. I couldn't.
Oh, no, I reckon we should get Patterson to do it. Yeah, I've got one for you to solve. Dear Lexi, we have a problem. We all cop charges from a cell search that a lousy lag and thief brought down on us. Yes, right.
Didn't want to do it anyhow. Eve, can you help us? We need somebody to take over Willie's advice column in the paper.
Me? I don't know. I'm not sure, Julie.
Oh, sure you could, Wilder. You know the sort of thing. Dear Wilder, a blonde bitch just shot me husband and me kids are orphans.
I'd love to, Julie.
Great. Hey, Jules,
really
I finished the
must
editorial.
Mrs.
You want to hear it? Yeah, go on, read out loud. Okay. Yesterday, we had a cell search. The officer's gone through all our stuff and some of our things got confiscated. Is that the right word, confiscated? That's exactly right. Go on. Oh, good. The governor was real mad and we got punished and we blamed one of our mates.
Yeah, little thief.
What I think is we shouldn't blame each other every time something goes wrong. We're all in here together and mates don't rouse on each other, they help each other. Daphne Graham, editor. Is that okay?
Oh, that's great. Oh, Daffy, you're the only person here with enough sense to know the truth.
Oh, crap.
Oh, just you shut up, Lou.
Did I miss something?
No, not really.
Hey, no, you want to hear what I wrote?
In a minute, love. I've got something I want to say first. What do you reckon she's on about? I've been doing some thinking. Willie and May are gone. And, Lurch has resigned from the council.
Too bloody right.
So I think the council has had its run and it's time to give it away.
What?
And I've decided I'm stepping down.
I mean, it's just plain bad manners, isn't it? Well, the least he could have done was to arrange some food for us or a hot cup of tea. I know Americans are not noted for their good manners, but they do pride themselves in their hospitality. And don't you think...
Nothing.
What?
Well, either it's clean or he's got a bug that'd fit on the head of a pin.
Thank goodness for that. I was becoming a little hoarse.
Oh, don't be silly, dear. You've always looked like that.
How long have we been here, anyway?
Hours. I wonder what the time is.
If we had a watch, I could tell you.
If we had a watch, I wouldn't be asking.
It's going to be all right, isn't it? I mean, nothing can go wrong, can it?
Of course it'll be all right. Well, they had to check us out. That makes sense.
Yes, but so long.
Talk of the devil.
Well, about time. We've given you up for lost.
Sorry, ladies, but my boss wanted you checked out. That takes time.
But everything's all right now.
Well, not exactly. You see, he didn't like what he heard. And he wants you dead. Now.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside. and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing